decided that
Fallon Taylor, little lady with a great challenge in front of her. This is Flo.
Baby Flo. She wins the world championship. And the winner's circle for that cowgirl.
The victory lap.
Ellen Taylor will win.
She's riding a new horse, a young horse, out of her champion Flo.
He has absolutely been unstoppable.
What's up, Flomies? Welcome back to my channel. You guys, this is a busy week. We're gonna do some really hardcore barrel racing against some of the best people in the entire world. So you're gonna see some crazy competition. You're gonna see what happens when I fail, dust off, and get back up again. Think, get knocked down 7, get up 8. We are gonna make some big decisions with the horses here in the barn. And also, I am gonna make some runs to prepare for some big rodeos coming up. I'm gonna be at San Antonio for the stock show and rodeo. I'm gonna be there in Jackson, Mississippi. So I couldn't be more excited for all the big tour stops that are coming up, and just so excited that 2021 is getting kicked off. So let's start training. We're gonna go train at Jesse's. We're gonna train at home. We're gonna do all sorts of stuff and things. I hope you learn lots too while you're entertained with some ponies. Let's get started. Okay, it's the Sunday before the X Factor race on Monday tomorrow. Fraser's in the back seat.
The NFC Championship game tonight.
The NFC Championship game where, okay, so I'm originally from Tampa and super close with my cousin who is a diehard Bucks fan. Obviously super close to my husband who is a diehard Packers fan. And today
We battle.
So,
Pretty sure she'd be with them.
no, but Fraser's been really too
She was looking out the window.
crazy. Wait. CB. Hey, Seba. Wow. So, we are headed to the ranch. We're going to get one more practice in. Right now, it's just like, what horse do I ride? And I'm currently deciding between Hush Money and Lolo. I've ridden Hush Money one time competitively. Lolo, I obviously know and love her. My thought process here is Hush Money's running just a little bit harder. Lolo's making perfect runs, but she doesn't quite run as hard in really deep ground, and she's a little chunky. Hush Money is a little bit more fit for this job, so it's like, what are we gonna do? Honestly, like by the time you see this, you're gonna know how I've done, and I don't know how I've done because I'm practicing for it. But my thought process is sometimes you sign up for things. In my case, this is diving off the deep end of pushing me into what level that I need to be in for the rest of 2021 competitively. So basically, like, am I gonna get my butt kicked? Potentially. Will it really tick me off in order to dive even deeper into my horses and be even more committed and be really mad that I got my butt kicked? Yes. Will I potentially, because I've been working for the past like 10 or 12 days for this, not with Hush Money in particular, just with myself and the other horses at the ranch. I've been pretending like every horse needs to get ready for this. Buck Stitch, Shortcake, every horse, like I'm training all of them equally, and I feel like 2021 is the year for me to invest in myself. I feel like I've always promoted someone or something, and I made a really big push to...
Do you want to tell them some of your news?
I guess I can. It is kind of... This is tea.
Yeah.
I decided that I wanted to be not spawns in 2021. So what that means is I decided...
Basically anybody.
Yeah, I decided I did not want to be sponsored in 2021. That's not code for nobody wanted to sign me. Just for like the ghost followers and haters out there, like, love you. Make sure to hit the dislike button because it helps me too.
And there's about 20 we turned down.
There's about
offers.
20 deals that we turned down. I've decided to do that because...
And no shade on the companies either.
No. And every single company I love so much, and I genuinely promoted and love them so much and genuinely love their products and still use almost all of their products.
Yeah.
So that being said, so much love and gratitude for the support over the years. but including trainers, including all of those things, I am promoting myself. Hashtag self 2021. I've spent a lot of time to help other people, promote other people's businesses, promote other people's things. And this year, and I want to tell you this, if you're doing you, because a lot of people, when you start your business or when you start your journey, people are not going to support you, but they'll go to Target and Walmart and wherever else. It's okay for you to wait that process out and support you for a little bit. It's okay for you to do that. So when I put patches on my shirt, it's going to say Ranch Dressin', Saddle Sack, Tactical, Man Sports. Like, it's going to be us going into 2021. And it feels very 2012 of me to do. And maybe I'll have no patches on. Maybe I'll have...
Spray paint some helmets.
Yeah, you never know. So I'm getting all emotional about this, but I'm very proud of us for like bringing in the hammer and being like, we believe in us enough to promote me. So,
like the UFC fighter that was only sponsored by his own landscaping company that he owned.
Yes, because I think that's so cool. So Ranch Dressin's #1 endorsee, coming in hot to try to make some big goals happen for 2021. I am promoting me. Thank you guys so much for all the support, because when you guys do, like when I'm not on Insta story doing stuff and things, like me, Jesse, Cody, and all of the warehouse staff and Alex are pouring ourselves over spreadsheets and campaigns and manufacturing process and all of those things, literally 8, 10, 12 hours a day, every single day. Very few of us actually take the weekend off.
The girls do all the work. I just do ideas. I'm the idea man.
Okay, so...
Like Mad Men.
I think the thing also is that we also really, really love our jobs, so none of us feel like we're really doing anything. I mean, yes, most of us have to pull a 1 to 2 a.m. like there's a few tasks where you're just like, but other than that, like, yeah, it doesn't really feel like work. So
Yeah.
I think
But also, like, while you're doing all these things with the horses, getting them ready for races and for the rodeo season, you've also been implementing a warehouse management system.
yes,
Building out the warehouse, replanning that.
and we got Amazon Dallas to help us, like the people that did the packaging for Amazon Dallas, all bougie and stuff, to come in and do Ranch Dressin's stuff and things.
Yep.
It's not done
Warehouse flow,
yet. Yeah,
layout, order process.
shipping times,
Yep.
inventory management, and all the fun stuff and things. So anyway, that's what we've been up to. It's time to go practice and not go in the warehouse and not do any work and just focus 100%. I have told myself that I'm going to take Hush Money and Lolo to the event tomorrow, because we had Florari come up with an abscess, and so sometimes abscesses come up, like pop up, because of changes in soil, changes in weather. It's been really, really wet here, and so just in case, and an abscess can pop up like that, so I'm going to take all the horses that I want to run, which is those two, and like just have them there should one come up just a little bit sore or iffy, or I change my mind, whatever that is. By the way, don't do that. Never do that. Never ever take 2 horses, because you'll always second guess which one you should have ridden. Okay, let's go practice.
Yeah. Chewy. Chewy. Next up is Flowbot. Fallon's warming him up right now.
might saddle 2 horses. If they run us first or mid-draw. I only have one. This is the X Factor barrel race. It's a really big deal. Haley Kinsel helped put this together. It's gonna pay over $50,000 to the top 10 or 12 in this qualifier round. There were 25 invitees and 25 people that qualified through. I'm one of the 25 lucky invitees, and I will run for the first time in this pin today. Everybody else, the qualifiers, ran this morning to qualify, but on a different pattern. So it's not like they had any clear advantage. In fact, it's a disadvantage to have to run your horse twice in a day, unless you're my horses, which typically get better. So we're very fortunate to be against this level of competition. Also, I run an online coaching group called Horse Bosses, and one of the bosses won top 5 and coming back. So I'm really excited to be able to run against her and against all these world champions and NFR qualifiers. It's just an honor, and I'm gonna bust out a baby for it. Like, why not? Why not run a young one? I've been jittery, I've practiced, I have 3 horses in my trailer. What horse am I riding, you might ask? I have no idea. My thought process is this. I've got Lolo, Flowbot, and Hush Money on the trailer, but I'm doing like Powerball type gambling. The entry fees for this race were $1,000, and I'm doing a big time gambling thing against the toughest competitors in the world. So my thought process is, why safety up now? I know Lolo's gonna go in, make an absolutely flawless run, and make me feel comfortable. So I feel like we can't do that. I'm very much a cliff diver by nature, so I feel like, because, I don't know, I've always said this, if I can't, I must. So I'm gonna apply that to here. So I feel like I've narrowed it down to Hush Money and Flowbot. I got to practice on both of them earlier, and Hush Money was dragging C Money around, or else we would have gotten footage of it. She was being a wild, wild banshee. So I'm gonna narrow it down to the Gentle Giant and the Super Fast Gazelle. Those are my 2 options. Now, the ground earlier in the qualifier looked just a little bit shifty, and it looked like almost being conservative was the way to go. So if the ground's a little shifty, I feel like Flowbot's gonna handle it a little better. If the ground is good and heavy, I feel like Hush Money's gonna be able to get through it and do really well. So at this point, I'm still gonna have to ride not very much like myself, so I'm gonna have to really sit down and let them know that the turn is there. I can't ride just like gapped out wide open and just trust it, because they're young and standard patterns are not like the forefront of their mind every single place that we go. I'm less nervous than I was this morning, but still very anticipatory, I guess I could say. I'm gonna do the pre-show with Amberly Snyder at 6:30. It is 5:30, and I haven't eaten today.
We are at the NRS Arena, and I am here with Miss Fallon Taylor. Fallon, thank you for coming to hang out with us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
So we have a lot of fun and exciting things ahead of us. The first thing I want to talk with Fallon is, what horse are you riding tonight? I know we have a couple options, so tell me how you're going to pick.
So about that, I have 3 horses in the trailer. I've decided that this is, gambling. The entry fees were high. We've got a lot at stake. So why run the safe choice? The safe choice for me would be Low to the Flow, which is my 5-year-old mare that I call Lolo. I've decided, why not go gambling with one of the other horses that hasn't won nearly as much? So my options are Flowbot and Flow's Hush Money. So I'm letting Instagram decide at the moment. I don't know how responsible that is, but that's where I'm at right now with my decision.
So tell me the difference between the 2. Both run left, you said.
Both run left. Both are out of baby flow. And I feel like both are amazing and ready to win for sure.
So that should be exciting for you to decide which horse you're going to get on. You said you rode them both earlier. I'm assuming they both felt great.
So they did feel really great, but one is like riding a freight train, 1,400 pounds, big boy. One is like saddling a gazelle, like 900 pounds, looks like she's just come off the racetrack, like teeny tiny little thing that can haul the mail. So it's just kind of up to the vibe. I feel like every great horse gives you a look right before you get on them. So I'm curious to see which one gives me that special look tonight.
Hopefully it's a good look and not a don't pick me, mom look.
Right. It's so clear though every time. So I'm excited to see which one picks me.
That has to be great. Well, getting ready for this run tonight, I want to know, how did you get involved with X Factor Barrel Racing and getting to come here?
I got an invitation from Miss Kinsel herself, so I was very, very, very honored to be invited to come race tonight because this is just the coolest thing. We're fairly close to home. It's a ton of money up, and to be able to run against your peers and people of this stature is just such an honor. And anytime, like whether you win, lose, or get your butt kicked, you're going to go home a better barrel racer because you kind of rise to these occasions. So no matter what happens, I'm very excited to be in this kind of company.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think tonight is going to be completely exciting to get to see you run. I know there are so many people out there that just get excited when you get to be involved with it. So I'm excited to see how it goes. I want to talk about the rest of this year, 2021. What is ahead for you?
I'm really excited about 2021. I'm hoping that the rodeos continue to stay booked and that we get to continue to go to these dates that are coming up. I spent all last year being in the top of the WPRA tour so that I could go to some of the bigger rodeos. So I'm hoping for Houston and San Antonio and going to those big stuff, that big stuff, and going to these indoor winter buildings is something I haven't done in a couple of years. So really, really invested in getting to go to those.
That's pretty exciting, and you have a pretty good string.
I do. I've got a barn full. I'm so fortunate. But you can't Roman ride these things. You've got to commit to I'm going to ride this one at these rodeos. And right now, my colts are young, 4, 5, and 6 years old. I feel like we're still kind of washing out which ones indoor or standard patterns or heavy ground. So for me, this is going to be a lot of experimentation, and you're going to see that tonight from me for sure.
I'm excited for that. And I think that people will really look forward to watching you succeed all the time. We love to follow you and see what you're doing. You inspire so many young girls out there. And I think that is just as important as what we do in the arena.
Absolutely.
So I have a last couple fire questions that I've been throwing at some girls while we've been here. First one, hot dogs or hamburgers?
Hot dogs.
Skittles or M&Ms?
M&Ms.
And if you had a walk-up alleyway song, what would it be?
Oh my gosh. If I had a walk-up alleyway song, Jay-Z or some Cardi or Notorious or Wayne.
I like the way we're going at that.
Yeah,
I like
anything
that.
in that genre is for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that. Absolutely love that. So glad to have you here, Fallon. And
Thank you.
Back to you, TC.
Do you want me to go inside so you can talk to him?
No.
Huh?
No.
You sure?
Yep.
I mean, if you need to get in the zone, I'll go.
Get in the zone. Auto zone. Look at the shine. Shine bright like a diamond. That's their skin or their hair.
I think I got a light like that.
Shine bright tonight, you and I.
Oh, speaking of veterans, I know the next Cowgirl has got lots of fans. So if you're joining us here on X Factor Barrel Racing, she is a lady that has set goals, has reached goals, and is a world champion. There's less than 400 individuals in the world that hold a gold buckle, and this next lady can say that.
Absolutely, she is. She was just telling us earlier that she wasn't even sure what horse she was riding when this race had started. She was putting out a Instagram poll that was going to decide what horse. She had 3 on the trailer. She took one of them out. She said that was too easy of a ride. She needed the other 2. You got to pick from her bay horse or Flowbot. I forget the bay horse's name right now, but she's got 2 to pick from. The 2 she had actually not ridden that much. So we're going to see who she comes in. If she's on a sorrel, we know it's Flowbot. If it's a bay horse, we know it's not Flowbot. So I know that we have those 2 options when she comes in the arena, and we'll see which one won.
Well, we're talking about the one, the only Fallon Taylor that you actually had an interview with before our show here tonight. And she has so many followers on Facebook and Instagram and every bit of social media, and there's a reason why people follow her because, well, she's an inspiration.
She really is. I mean, she's overcome a lot in order to be back in that arena, and I know I can relate with her on the fact that we don't always know what's going to happen to us in life, but we do get to choose what comes out of that, and she did a phenomenal job with doing that after her broken neck and everything that went along with that. I mean, she had to fight to get back in that arena, and not only get back in there, but then win while she was at it. I mean, winning a gold title, like you said, that just doesn't happen every single day, and she fought for that.
Well, and a lady that can kind of go in every aspect, whatever she puts her mind to. If it's hunter jumper or if it's working out, she just goes 110%. As we get back to it, let's go to the one, the only Fallon Taylor, getting ready to go Dallas, Texas.
I'm excited to see who she's going to come in on right here for us to watch her make her run.
Here we go. Baby, what you get your body from? Tell me what you get your body from. Baby, what you get your body from? Tell me what you get your body from.
I got it from my mama. I got it from my mama. I got it from my mama. I got it.
My run at X Factor did not go perfect. This is Hush Money, by the way, and she's so much like her mom. She's a Bay clone of Baby Flo, so like she's just got a lot of nervous energy. She's got a lot of growing up to do. So you guys will see her at a later date. I opted not to run her at the X Factor race because she just had this look in her eye that was just a little bit like not ready and almost like it would be too much pressure. Did I do as good as I wanted to do? Absolutely not. Did it propel me to want to do way better at everything else? Absolutely. So I entered this race that we're going to tonight. I'm gonna take Shortcake, Lolo, and Flowbot. Cody's gonna run Mojo, and we're gonna take those guys. While I don't think there's gonna be just an overnight change with Flowbot and I, since it's been a long time since we've been like winning together, I do think that we're gonna do a whole lot better than we did at the X Factor race. Just that I've had a few days in between to practice. I've had a few days for us to bond and for me to like kind of like just sit with that loss on my chest. Just sit with that for a minute and practice even harder than I could. There is a lesson in every single failure. So for me, like I knew I was gonna get my butt kicked, which I think a lot of people don't realize. Like sometimes you should jump off the deep end so that you get like a little bit of a push or it lights that fire in your belly. So I paid $1,000 to get my fire lit and we're headed to a barrel race and I'm so excited. I'm gonna be running Lolo, Flowbot, and instead of Hush Money, I'm gonna take Shortcake because I just feel like, I don't know, just feel like she kind of feels the pressure right now. And it's our job as the humans to do a really good job with the horses and to kind of understand when they're ready and when they're not. And I just feel like she just wants some sunshine and to eat some grass, you know? Like I would love to go run and win on her, but I just feel like that's what she's telling me right now. And the minute that you stop listening to what your horse is trying to tell you is the day they stop communicating with you. So wish us luck tonight. There's like over 1,000 entries in the race tonight. I am 25th on Lolo, but I'm like way down on the other ones, and Cody I think's way down too. So we're not gonna do a whole lot of sleeping. This is a 3-day race. You guys will get an update on tonight's run. So wish us luck. Here we go.
Yeah.
This should be everyone's warning that a horse that's been around the barrels, this will be day 15, and she's been entered in 1 race, and we have no exhibitions. Let this be your sign to go push yourself and your horse just a little bit. Like just a little bit. Don't do anything crazy, but just a little bit more. Okay, I couldn't be more proud. I'm not gonna lie. I'm the most proud of Shortcake when really and truly I should be the most proud of Lolo, that like goes in there, never makes a mistake, always gives her all 100% and never has let me down. But I think that goes without saying. Like, Lolo is amazing. She was giving out back rubs in the parking lot. Mojo did amazing with C-Money. Flowbot and I have a lot to work on, but like, that's what this is about. Like, I'm gonna show you how to get through. And like, we were a team, then somebody else rode him, now it's back to me riding him, and that takes time. And it's not just magical no matter who you are or what you won or what you've done or any of those things. It takes time, it takes effort, and I'm super tired right now because we got home at 2 a.m. and we're doing it all over again tonight and the next night, and we're gonna run at like 3 a.m. and it's gonna be crazy. So you guys be cheering for us. Send us all the good vibes from home, please. We have so many cool things coming up for Ranch Dress-In and Tactical and all of those things. So make sure to text Ranchy to 900 900 and you'll stay up to date on all the giveaways that are coming. I'm so pumped about them. I'm thinking about giving away a saddle. All right, you guys, that's it. If you're not already subscribed, please get subscribed, ding that notification bell, and as always, don't forget to count your blessings, drink your protein, and say thank you to Jesus. See you next time.